Well, good morning everybody, or, well actually yeah, no, it is just about morning. Welcome back to my vlog. So I've just been up here. I spent an hour or so having a look around this windmill. It's a very nice place, very interesting. They've got this sort of grain storage here. They buy from the local farmers. But yeah, so they give me a little bit tour of the mill. It's been restored and fully working order. Lovely little spot right up here on this hill. But yeah, I was just thinking actually, should be able to see John's land from here. Oh yeah, look, there's the field that we harvested the other day. Is he working in it? I can't quite see. I suppose if we just... So we come down to the shore here. It's a lovely little spot. Oh, there's one of those. There's another one of those fields with trees in it, as we talked about the other day. Very sort of, you know, overgrown and stuff. I can hear a tractor in the distance. I can't quite see it, but there's certainly changes happening in the field, so it looks like it. But yeah, what a lovely spot. And there's that old farm, look, up on the cliff top there. But yeah, so I've just spent... I had a lazy morning. Yeah, I can definitely hear a tractor in the distance. But yeah, I just had a lazy morning and then came up here for a little bit. But oh, it looks like John's busy. Perhaps I'll go and see if I can lend him a hand for an hour or two. Actually had a bit of an interesting chat with him last night, so maybe we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, this is nice, isn't it? All this grass bank, windmill on the top. It's lovely to hear it sort of clunking away like that. But yeah, just coming past midday. Had my lazy holiday morning. I can hear that speedboat again. The boats around here aren't half busy. There he is. Huh. There's all sorts going on around here. Really is. Right, let's find the Land Rover. Very picturesque. Should take some photos actually, I've got my camera. Nice. Anyway, right. Yeah, I'll go and see how John's doing. See if we can help out. Right, so yeah, I was right. John is in this field. He's had a little bit of a problem, so he's a bit delayed. I've stopped off for a bit of lunch on the way actually. But yeah, so he's power harrowing that field. He wants to get that straw in. Apparently it needs lime putting on it, so but he needs to get the straw turned in first. So he's doing that. But he has said that, well, basically we need to turn over all the fields. So he's asked me to have a look. We could probably get some seeded, or we could do a bit of preemptive fertilisation. He says there is a little bit of slurry, but he doesn't think there'll be much more than I'll do 1 or 2 fields, and he definitely wants to use it on this field, so he doesn't want me to do that yet. And of course we can't lime it or slurry it until he's finished. Yeah, I'll take a look at the field. I think we're getting a seeder out really. May as well. We get a field seeded. Actually, where I'm going, I normally park around the corner, and I can't park that way. Oh, he's got the bales out. Okay, can't park that way because if we do want to do any slurrying today, then the slurry point is actually at the back of the cow shed, so I can't park and get in the way of that. So I'll park in my usual spot. Right, so I think, yeah, seeding is probably the next thing in that case. So, and I know the seeders at the back here. I've no idea if there's anything in it. Like the Deutz then. Yeah, because he's got the Zetor. Yeah, it's hooked up to the lime spreader because he's already filled it up ready. But yeah, as I say, he's delayed. He's had a problem this morning with the power harrow. So I think we should get seed in really. So I'll just grab the doits, and we'll see if the seeder needs filling or not. If not, I'll get it filled, and then we'll go see what needs doing. Right, okay, that took a bit longer than I thought. So really, John, none of the fields are cultivated, and he's only got the one. I did ask him, and he'd forgotten, of course, that yeah, he's using the cultivator or power hoe. He hasn't got another one. He's got a plough, but they don't really need ploughing yet, and that would take ages because it's really small. So, but what he has asked now, so I've come the wrong way because I'm too busy chatting. It's fine, we'll start at this end of the field. But of course what we do need to do is fertilise the grass. So I put the fertiliser spreader on the back of the doits. I had a choice of granular or spray, but yeah, we're going to use the granular. Tree's a bit lopsided. But yeah, so we'll do that. Of course, we can't do this field. Well, we can't do any of the fields until he's harrowed them. But actually, this one in particular will need doing because it's got straw still on it. But they'll all need doing because obviously that rather old Amazon seeder that he's got isn't a direct sow. So while he's busy using the harrow, it's a little bit stuck, which is not. It's fine, you know. It's not like. It's not like, you know, if he's busy, it's fine. I just came to help out with any little jobs that needed doing, so that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I'll get the drone up so that we can see what's going on. Just back up to the end of the field. Try and keep it nice and straight. No idea what the spreading width is like on his spreader, but we'll find out. Right, let's get the drone up. There we go. Very loud, this tractor, that's better. Okay, we'll switch it on. But yeah, so actually had a good chat with John last night. He's got a bit of a problem. He's asked me if I can help him out. So because he normally has a farmhand who helps him out, as you know, we talked about before, they've had a bit of a family emergency, which is why I've offered my assistance to him. Actually he's got to go away at the end of this week, and it's kind of planned, and I think he'd be in a real bind if he couldn't go. So he's asked me if I wouldn't mind looking after the farm for a few days. It's only sort of 3 days or so, I think, while he's away. And I said, well, sure, yeah, happy to. You know, I mean, it's not like, you know, majorly crazy in terms of the amount of work that needs doing. I'd probably just end up doing half days. I think anything that I can get done, he'll be happy with. But I'm very happy to help him out. So I said, yeah, sure. So I think, is it tomorrow that he's supposed to be going away? I think it might be. So it will just be me on the farm for a couple of days, but it's not like, you know, he said, look, whatever you can get done. He realises I'm on holiday. I have no intention of him paying me at all, because I don't want to, you know, I'm here on holiday. I'm not here to make money. I don't need money particularly, you know, I'm just, it's good fun. It's good experience for me. I'm learning a little bit from John and some of the different things that we're doing, different techniques, different machinery. Older machinery, obviously, but you know how much I love old machinery, so it's, so I said, look, it's fine, don't worry about it. So he's buying me dinner most evenings, which is good enough for me. I said, look, you know, let people know that I can, you know, if there's good prices on anything, you want me to sell anything, just drop me a line. Otherwise, I'll just keep, you know, I need to spend a bit of time with him to say, you know, what do you want me to put where? Because we're certainly not going to get all these fields done today. And hopefully that issue with his power harrow is fixed now, so I won't have that recurring. Good, it happened while he was here. But there's a pretty fair mechanic, I think, in the village. So if there is anything that's beyond my knowledge, you know, anything that's just more than mere maintenance or simple stuff, then I can go down the dock, and that would be good. I could do some preemptive fertilizer spreading, I suppose, actually, while we're waiting for him. Actually, the other thing I could do is, I don't know how much there is, but I could also fill up the manure spreader. I don't know if there's enough, but at least what there is, I could put in the manure spreader, and then that's done too. Oh, no, I can't, because I think John's using the only... I should put the drone away now we're done. There we go, that's better. Ooh, a bit quieter too. Yeah, I think John's using the only tractor he's got with the front loader, of course, the Fiat that we used yesterday when we were feeding the cows. Yeah, we may as well do a bit of preemptive spreading, because he's not going to have enough slurry and manure to do all these fields. So those that haven't got straw, right, drone up. But this is something I can do at least, just to help out. May as well. And I can go see how he's getting on with that harrowing. Oops, I didn't really want to do that bit of the field, because we'll miss patches because of the straw. Yeah, so I think granular fertilizer, I think when he puts a layer of fertilizer on, we can always use liquid as well. I think actually the sprayer he might just use for herbicide. I'll have to check with him in case any weeds come up while he's away. So yeah, I'll have to spend a bit of time with him. I guess either this afternoon, I can't remember when he said he was going, if it might be tomorrow afternoon, don't know, but either this afternoon or tomorrow, I'll have to spend a bit of time with him just going through any bits that we haven't yet talked about in terms of his machinery, what he uses for what, how he likes to do things, that kind of stuff, so that at least, I mean, look, he's only going away for a few days, it's not like I'm going to get that much done, but you know, I want to be sure I don't do anything wrong and do things the way that he'd want them done if he was here. So yeah, but it'll basically be getting the field sown, cultivated, sown, and obviously we've got to put lime on that field there at the end. Right, we could go up and do the top two fields as well, because they don't have straw in. Certainly pretty light on the usage of the old fertilizer, this spreader. Just try to take it easy. So I'll leave the drone up. Follow me around. Yeah, so first thing will be liming, and then maybe slurrying that field if there's enough, or maybe we could use manure for that as well. See what he's got from the cows that we can use for that. And then that field's ready to be seeded, and then we'll do a bit of harrowing on these fields as well. You know, just me on my lonesome, I don't see me getting much more than, you know, a field a day done or something like that. We'll just have to see how we do. It's a funny shaped field, this, but actually if I go around all the sides, all of its sides, which it has quite a few, then there shouldn't be that much left to do in the middle. But yeah, so not sure what that's going to mean for the videos for the next few days. Actually, I ought to contact home, the guy who's looking after the farm and the chickens, and just see how things are going. I'll give him a call a bit later on, just to make sure that everything's okay. There's no need for me to go back. He'd have let me know if there was an emergency, I know that for a fact, but you know, it's good to check in. Yeah, so I was having a chat about that abandoned farm, the one that we saw this morning. Sounds like it might be on the market. I'm very curious, I have to say. Maybe we should go and have a poke round. If I get some time over the next few days, perhaps we'll go and have a look. Can't help but be nosy. Is the way of things. But there's nothing like farming. Open air, you know, an open tractor, sea air, bit of a breeze, smell of the sea, sounds of the seagulls and seabirds, the ships, the boats. It's lovely around here, it really is. There we go. So yeah, I'll get this finished off, and we'll see how John's getting on. Maybe I'll have time to do that liming a bit later on. But I'm just gonna keep going around with the fertilizer, to be honest. And I've only got this bit and then the 2 top fields to do as well. But then, you know, that's one job done. They've all got their first sort of preemptive spray. Which, of course, at home I do this with slurry, but I don't think he's got enough at the moment. He's only got a few cows, so they don't produce that much. And I'm not aware that there's of course, at home I used to buy it in. I'm not aware that whether there is anything like that around here. But I mean, he tends not to buy in stuff like that. It was really convenient for me to do that because they were right at the end of the field, you know, right next to the farm. So it was all right. He hasn't got anywhere to store it, and if it's a long way to go get it, then it's more hassle than it's worth, to be honest. It's easier to get bags of granular fertilizer that, you know, they're pretty easy to use. It doesn't use a lot, so we'll get, you know, I mean, look at this. That's three fields. I know they're small fields, but that's 3 fields done already. Anyway, I'll stop nattering, I'll go get the last 2 bits done, and then we'll see how John's getting on. Right, so John's just finished. He was just finishing just as I came up, so he's gone over to cultivating the straw on the other field, the only other field that's got straw on. Yeah, so he's asked me to do a liming, as we talked about. I've also I took the couple of minutes that I had to fill up the slurry tank, so that's ready. So we'll get the lime on this field, and then we'll slurry, and then I guess we'll see. I suppose. Actually, there's more slurry than I expected, so maybe there'll be enough. I don't know. I'll talk to John, see what he wants to do. Right, let's get the drone up. It might take a bit of faffing to just fly it round. Trying again. Now, of course, I have used one of these before. Can't for the life of me remember what the width was in working width, but this was when I had my farm down near Sandy Bay. I had one of these. Quite fun to be using it again and again on a coastal field. Though I wasn't quite as close to the field that time as I am this time. Whoa, pretty wide. Okay, so this isn't going to take a lot of work. In fact, was mine as wide as this? It must have been. I'm pretty sure it's the same model. I don't remember it being this wide though. Crikey. The problem, of course, is you get through lime really, really quickly. Whoa. Steady. Didn't like that. The hill doesn't help. There we go, that's better. Don't want to tip it all out. Yeah, we need to be a bit careful, because I don't know if he's got any more. I don't remember seeing any. I haven't asked him, I have to say. Yeah, maybe he does, actually. Maybe he does. Take advantage of the width. Try and get around these corners pretty quick. Yeah, we're not going to have enough. I better go chat to him and see whether he's got any more. Wow, it really doesn't like turning, does it, this? It's funny, it must be the combination of tractor and implement. I don't remember having any issues. Maybe I didn't reverse that much. I was pretty fresh out of the box when I had my when I was down near Sandy Bay. So yeah, maybe I didn't try reversing the implements that much. Right, drone in. Sec. There we go. That's better. Right. Okay. I'll just go check. Actually, I should be able to find it. If there's some line, I'm sure I'll find it. Just go and have a look. There we go. I did find the line. It was pretty obvious actually. I can't believe I missed it before. It was sort of buried there under some seed pellets, so it took a bit of doing. Right, again though, so I've attached the slurry spreader, quite a lot smaller than the one I've got. I hooked it back up to the Zetor rather than using the Deutz. I didn't fancy slurrying with an open tractor, frankly. Even as it is, there is a space at the back of this window, and I didn't fancy that. Thanks. Right, so let's get the drone out. No, again, no clue about width, not the faintest idea. So let's just see how we do. I can always neaten it up afterwards if I need to. Oh, that was a good guess, wasn't it? Right, so 3,200 litres. So usage rate's not too bad, just don't want to get too close to the edge there. So yeah, not too bad at all actually. But for 3,200 litres, this is and it's not a big field. Oops, missed a bit. I got it right first time. There you go. I'll do that bit in a minute. Yeah, for 3,200 litres, this is a relatively large field, so we're going to have to refill. But I think, now then, I did check. I think he started with 14,000 litres, so hopefully, yeah, that should be enough, I think, for the whole field, actually. But yeah, so already it's 4:30 in the afternoon, but we've been busy. He reckons he'll get that field done today that he's doing now, getting that straw in. Sorry, that was close. I did have a near miss. Not a near miss. There was a point at which I was slightly concerned. I'll just do this a little bit. When I was at the top of the cliff, fertilising that field up there. I did have to go quite a way down the bank before I could turn around. And it suddenly occurred to me I was in an old tractor and I wasn't sure how good the brakes were, but it was fine. But yeah, so so he thinks he'll get at least that field done today, maybe even another. So that's good. That'll give us a good start. We'll have. I reckon this is going to take up most of the rest of my day doing this. But that's fine. Leave it to sort of settle in a bit overnight, and then when I come tomorrow at some point, I thought about what I'm going to do tomorrow. To be honest, I had a morning out this morning. Maybe I'll have another chill out morning tomorrow. Spend a bit of time in the van, go for a walk around the woods, whatever, that kind of thing. But yeah, so when I come tomorrow, I should be able to seed this field and maybe one or two others. We'll see how we do. And I say I need to spend a bit of time with John. If not today, I mean obviously we can chat at dinner, but if not today, then tomorrow morning I'll need to come over anyway and catch him before he goes, so that I know exactly what it is he wants me to do, or how he wants me to do it, what he wants me to prioritise, that kind of thing. Like I said, he's not worried about how much I get done or anything like that. He's just happy that, happy that things can continue while he's away, so that he's, so that the farm isn't sitting idle. So I said, oh, fine, no worries at all. Yeah, so I'll carry on doing this. It's going to take me a wee while. And actually, the slurry's not doing too bad. We're only, what, a third of the way through the tank? Just about got enough space for end up going up the rocks. I won't have next time though, so you know what? I might put in a bit of a headland. And maybe that would help. And then, yeah, I'll go fill up the tank again. And well, 2 tanks should be plenty, which actually means there'll be some left. So you know what? Actually, we might be able to do slurrying on at least maybe the field that John's just harrowing in that straw on now, because that obviously hasn't had its first dose of fertiliser, its pre-fertiliser dose, pre-sowing dose. So yeah, maybe there'll be enough slurry to do that field as well. And as I said before, there is some manure, but I don't think much. Not as much as there is slurry, certainly. So, that may not be that helpful in terms of volume. Maybe we'll just slurry for now and leave manure to build up for next time. But I could, as I said, if I get a bit of time, I could actually, at least what is there, I could use to fill up the spreader so that it's ready. Ooh, just got enough to do this little spot I missed, look. Lovely. Perfect. Right, so I'll go fill this up. I'll get this field done, and well, I guess tomorrow I'll be on my own. But that'll be all right, just a few days. No bother at all. And yeah, I say at some point maybe we should go and have a poke about that old farm. I'm curious. See how it looks. Can't help but be nosy, like I said. But yeah, so we'll do that at some point anyway, when we've got a bit of a break, or we need a bit of a break, perhaps is the other way to look at it, from the work on the farm, on helping out John. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscriptions, very much appreciated. Please share it. Please leave me comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, otherwise, look, take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.